caution, watching for fallen rocks on the road. The sign indicates potential hazards. Question 26. What is indicated by a school zone sign, and how should drivers adjust their speed? A. Maintain your current speed. B. Reduce speed and be prepared to stop for children. C. Speed up to clear the area quickly. Answer. B. Reduce speed and be prepared to stop for children. School zones require extra caution and reduced speed. Question 27. When driving, how should you respond if you encounter a flooded area ahead warning? A. Speed up to pass through the water quickly. B. Turn around and find an alternate route. C. Drive through slowly without assessing the depth. Answer. B. Turn around and find an alternate route. Flooded areas can be dangerous, and it's best to avoid them. Question 28. Explain the importance of a divided highway end sign and how it affects lane usage. A. No changes needed. B. Be prepared to merge into a single lane of traffic. C. Speed up to stay ahead of traffic. Answer. B. Be prepared to merge into a single lane of traffic. The sign indicates the end of a divided highway and requires merging. Question 29. What does a low clearance sign mean, and why is it important for truck drivers? A. Indicates a low speed limit. B. Warns of an overhead clearance that may be too low for some vehicles. C. Suggests a sharp turn ahead. Answer. B. Warns of an overhead clearance that may be too low for some vehicles. Truck drivers must ensure their vehicle can safely pass. Question 30. How should a driver handle a do not enter sign when mistakenly turning onto a one-way street? A. Continue driving the wrong way. B. Stop, turn around safely, and find an alternate route. C. Speed up to reach the end of the street quickly. Answer. B. Stop, turn around safely, and find an alternate route. The sign indicates you are going the wrong way. Question 31. What are the implications of a rest area next exit sign for long-distance travelers? A. Indicates an area to rest and use facilities. B. Indicates a toll booth ahead. C. Indicates a roadblock ahead. Answer. A. Indicates an area to rest and use facilities. Rest areas provide amenities for travelers. Question 32. How should drivers adjust their behavior in response to a wildlife crossing sign? A. Speed up to avoid wildlife. B. Slow down and be alert for animals crossing the road. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer. B. Slow down and be alert for animals crossing the road. Wildlife crossings require caution. Question 33. What precautions should be taken when you see a hidden driveway sign on a rural road? A. Speed up to clear the area quickly. B. Slow down and watch for vehicles entering or exiting the driveway. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer. B. Slow down and watch for vehicles entering or exiting the driveway. Hidden driveways can have limited visibility. Question 34. What is the procedure for passing a bicyclist on a narrow road when a share the road sign is posted? A. Honk to alert the bicyclist and pass closely. B. Slow down, give adequate space, and pass safely when possible. C. Speed up to pass the bicyclist quickly. Answer. B. Slow down, give adequate space, and pass safely when possible. Sharing the road requires caution and respect for all users. Question 35. How should a driver handle a no passing zone that begins just before a steep hill? A. Pass if no other vehicles are present. B. Do not pass under any circumstances. C. Speed up to pass before the hill. Answer. B. Do not pass under any circumstances. No passing zones indicate areas where passing is unsafe. Question 36. What actions should you take if you see an ice on bridge warning during winter driving? A. Speed up to avoid the ice. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. Ignore the sign and continue driving. Answer. B. Slow down and proceed with caution. Bridges can ice over quickly and be slippery. Question 37. What is the correct response to an exit-only lane on the freeway if you do not intend to take the exit? A. Continue in the lane and exit. B. Signal and merge into an adjacent lane before the exit. C. Stop and wait for traffic to clear. Answer. B. Signal and merge into an adjacent lane before the exit. Exit-only lanes require advanced planning to avoid being forced off. Question 38. How should drivers interpret a speed limit sign that changes in different zones, such as from rural to urban areas? A. Maintain the same speed. B. Adjust speed according to the new limit. C. Ignore the sign and continue at your current speed. Answer. B. Adjust speed according to the new limit. Speed limits vary based on road and traffic conditions. Question 39. Describe how to safely navigate through a construction zone marked by men at work signs. A. Speed up to pass through quickly. B. Slow down, follow posted signs, and be alert for workers. C. Ignore the signs and continue driving. Answer. B. Slow down, follow posted signs, and be alert for workers. Construction zones require caution and reduced speed. Question 40. What is the appropriate driving behavior when approaching a tunnel head sign and the tunnel has lighting? A. Speed up to pass through the tunnel quickly. B. Turn on your headlights, slow down, and proceed cautiously. C. Stop and wait for an escort. Answer. B. Turn on your headlights, slow down, and proceed cautiously. Proper lighting and caution are needed for safe tunnel navigation. Question 41. What should you do if you see a dead-end sign on a residential street you are driving on? A. Continue driving to the end and turn around if needed. B. Speed up to reach the end quickly. C. Turn around immediately and find another route. Answer. A. Continue driving to the end and turn around if needed. A dead-end sign indicates that the road does not continue. Question 42. How should a driver respond to a merge left sign on a multi-lane highway? A. Speed up and merge left without signaling. B. Signal, check for traffic, and merge left when safe. C. Stop and wait for a gap in traffic. Answer. B. Signal, check for traffic, and merge left when safe. Proper merging requires signaling and checking for traffic. Question 43. What does a pedestrian crossing sign indicate, and how should drivers react? A. Ignore pedestrians and continue driving. B. Be prepared to stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. C. Speed up to pass the crossing area quickly. Answer. B. Be prepared to stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. Pedestrians have the right of way at marked crossings. Question 44. Describe the actions required when you approach a no outlet sign while navigating a neighborhood. A. Turn around immediately. B. Continue driving, knowing the road does not lead to other streets. C. Speed up to find an exit quickly. Answer. B. Continue driving, knowing the road does not lead to other streets. A no outlet sign indicates a road with no other exits. Question 45. What is the significance of a truck route sign for drivers of large vehicles? A. Indicates a route large trucks must follow. B. Indicates trucks are not allowed on this road. C. Indicates a parking area for trucks. Answer. A. Indicates a route large trucks must follow. Truck route signs guide truck drivers on designated paths. Question 46. How should you proceed when encountering a weight limit sign on a bridge? A. Ignore the sign and continue driving. B. Ensure your vehicle's weight is within the limit before crossing. C. Speed up to cross the bridge quickly. Answer. B. Ensure your vehicle's weight is within the limit before crossing. Weight limits prevent damage to the bridge and ensure safety. Question 47. What steps should you take when you see a bump sign while driving at night? A. Maintain your speed and ignore the bump. B. Slow down to avoid damaging your vehicle. C. Speed up to pass over the bump quickly. Answer. B. Slow down to avoid damaging your vehicle. Bump signs warn of uneven road surfaces. Question 48. How should drivers interpret and respond to a detour sign in a construction zone? A. Ignore the sign and continue on your current route. B. Follow the detour route indicated by the signs. C. Stop and wait for construction to end.